Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love, and today I'm going to be showing you a Dutch Star 4081. This is a 2023 model. The 4081 is one of the really good floor plans. It used to be their best seller. I think the 4369 is now, but it's real similar with the full wall slide, bath and a half setup, just a few feet shorter. Let's go ahead and take a look at the outside, and then we'll get in and look at the floor plan. First of all, this paint job is a custom paint job. So Newmar is one of the few companies that'll let you custom choose the colors you want. Now, they're not going to change the swoosh pattern, but you can choose your own colors, and we did it on this one. It's kind of a muted gray and blue, and I really do like it, but that's one of the options you get if you order a Newmar from us. You can pick your own colors for the exterior. As we walk down the side, you'll notice very heavy-duty grab handle with a keyless entry right here, and it is solid. I mean, you can really rely on this as you're going up and down the coach. I always like to point out about right there is our steel plate that protects our fuel line right there. And while we're here, let me show you a little something else. Well, you can kind of see up at the top and down here, there's two types of slide out lockouts. And this is the automatic one. So when this goes all the way in, you can see how up on the top, that little latch flips up and it locks the slide room in tight. The nice thing about that, you don't get it leaking out. Even a quarter inch, half inch, it allows air and water in there. So with these lockouts, these auto lockouts, you don't ever have to worry about that. Okay, let's take a look at some of the storage compartments. In this first one, we have our 3-foot refrigerator freezer, and I like to show how this pulls out far enough that I can open it even with this slide out open. Now, this is a dual zone. You could have one half for meat, frozen meats, the other half for your drinks there. And then they also put in an extra storage shelf right here above the freezer. Very great use of the space here. Whenever you open the compartment doors, LED lights will come on. We've got a 12-volt outlet right there. Let's move back to the next compartment. Now, this has got a full pass-through slide tray here, and this is one of the compartments where I like to point out Newmar Star Foundation. What this is, they weld this superstructure to the chassis to make for a more stable platform. The way it's gusseted down here, it supports the outer part of your storage compartments. It raises your floor joists up off that main chassis rail. The beauty of that is you don't get the twisting, and if you hit a big pothole, you're not likely to crack a tile or pop your grout out because of that Star Foundation. And again, you can see the LED lights come on, full pass through on both sides. We do have our vacuum attachments here. There's a hookup for our air compressor, and we get a few extra floor tiles in there also. I guess while we're here, I'll point out the TV. So you do have a Samsung 4K TV with the Bose soundbar here. And while we're out under it, let's get a look at the awnings. These are the Girard Nova roof mount awnings. They run the whole length of the coach. These are an option. They come standard with the Girard 2000, but the Nova awnings come out and they articulate down. Just makes for a nice place to hang out on your patio side of the coach. Gives you some good shade. Then we also have the main awning over our entrance there. Okay, let's move back to the middle compartment. Again, you see we've got another pull-out tray, and this is about a half or a 2/3 that goes back in there. You can see your Oasis system back behind it on the other side. And right up here is our central vacuum. Now you've got hookups on the inside of the coach, but the nice thing is you can bring your attachments out and vacuum out your storage trays, your storage compartments. Keep everything nice and clean right here. They also improved the bulb seals here around the compartment doors, so it's much easier to shut these. You don't have to slam them so hard. This compartment has a water tank behind here, but you do get some pegboard, a nice place maybe for hanging tools, and a little storage shelf right there. And pardon me for the Dutch Star that's running next to us. You might be able to hear that. I hope it's not too loud. I'd like to point out the difference in the axles. This is a steerable tag axle. On all of the Freightliner chassis, the rear tag axle will cant 17 degrees when you're backing up or when you're going slow, like through an RV park and maneuvering. Once you get up to 20 miles an hour, those are going to lock in place. Here we've got our DEF tank, and this has got 100 gallons of fuel, and you've got 10 gallons of the DEF fluid right there. You can fill that from both sides, by the way. And then over here we have our main chassis batteries. This is our master disconnect for the chassis batteries right there. A couple of the big D batteries for starting. Let's move around to the rear of the coach. Again, this is a Dutch Star, so it's on the 450 Cummins. This has 1,250 foot-pounds of torque, so it'll pull you up the mountain nice and easy. You do have a 15,000-pound tow rating. So we do have our 2-inch receiver right there, 7-way plug. We even have a hookup to our air compressor right there. Let's go ahead and pop the latch here. And this is it. This is the L9, they call it, the 8.9 liter Cummins, 450 horsepower. Nice thing about the Dutch Star is this is where they go to the side radiator. So when you have the side radiator, it makes it much easier to access everything right here. Your transmission, your oil dipsticks, your oil fill, power steering fluid. You've got your water separators right here, fuel filters. This is your coolant right here. Another thing on these codes, there is a thing called a family code. If you're in Colorado and you buy this from us, we can exempt your state tax because of the family code here. Has to be a diesel motor home of certain weights and horsepower, and we can take advantage of that program. So if you're thinking about ordering one or buying one, ask about how you can get your state tax exempted. Okay. Move around over here on the driver's side. And again, this is your side radiator. Of course, you get a little bigger radiator, and there's better cooling here just because of the airflow. As you're driving, the way the air blows by here, you don't get as much dust collecting on these, and it will help the engine run a little bit cooler. Here's our other DEF fill on the driver's side. And then right here, this is just a little cubby for maybe storing your gloves, or if you've got a sewer hose that you're using, you can put it down in there. We move up to the water compartment, and this is one of the nicest water compartments of every manufacturer out there. I like the stainless steel look, the embossed letters here so they're not going to rub off. You've got a water reel or water hose with a power rewind right here. There is a whole house filter. This is your macerator. Now, a macerator, it's basically a garbage disposal for your black tank, so it chews up that solid waste and it pumps it out, and you can actually even pump it uphill. And then if you do want to drain it, you know, with the gravity drain, you have your dump valves right here. You can hook up your sewer hose and drain it the old-fashioned way. As you can see, this is our winterization bypass tube. The blue in there indicates that we have winterized this. That's antifreeze. Over here, we've got our auto fill and our manual fill for our fresh water tank. This is to turn on our SantaCon, and here's a switch to turn our pump on. And nice thing about that, if you're winterizing it or working on it, you don't have to run into the coach or have somebody helping you, telling them when to turn that pump on. You can do it right here. You have your sewage rinse, black tank washout basically right there. Your hot and cold low point drains are over here. We do have, this is the bypass kit, as I explained earlier, and then an outside shower, of course. And like I say, it's a very clean looking antifreeze. When I kicked that pump on, I noticed I pumped a little antifreeze down. You can see it dumping down there, coming out of that tube. You also get a place right here for some paper towels. In this compartment, we've got our 50 amp power cord. Now, Newmar is one of the only companies that actually give you 50 feet. So you can reach the plug in most campsites with that. And this is a power rewind. They put the switch for that right here on the door. Makes it easy to get back in. We also have a place to bring in, maybe you've got a portable satellite or you're gonna hook up to the park cable if you're at a park that has it. And then we have our surge protector and transfer switch also in the back. This is our Oasis Chinook. Now this is a dual loop hydronic heating system. It provides your furnace, your hot water, your engine preheat, and this all runs off the diesel on your main tank, so you never really have to worry about running out. The beauty of the Chinook, not only is it a cleaner burning, quieter system, but it has 2 electric elements in there and 1 diesel. So it'll heat your coach up a little faster, and once it is warm, you may be able to just keep it up to temperature with electric alone. This is the back side of that first slide out tray. And then up here we have our batteries, and this does have the 320 amp hour lithium batteries. There's 2 of them, so 640 amp hours there. As you can see, there is an option to put a 3rd battery in here, giving you a total of 960 amp hours. And then in this last compartment up here, this is basically our fuses for the chassis here. Everything is labeled up on the circuit board. They do give you some spare fuses here. We also have a release here for our front compartment. Let's take a look at that. So as far as those lithium batteries are concerned, generally when you see that, it means they're solar panels. And this one does have the 4 100 watt solar panels on the roof. And right here in the front, they've got some nice features. This is an air chuck, so you've got a compressor on board. You might as well be able to use it. So they give you a hookup right here for airing up your tires, or maybe you know, have beach toys or something you want to blow up. And there's a water line, a hot water line right here that you can tie into. That's handy for maybe washing your windshield when you get it covered with bugs. This coach has 2 air conditioners, so it is equipped standard with an 8,000 watt Onan diesel generator. On the 43 footers, when you jump up to 3 air conditioners, this becomes a 10,000 watt standard generator there. Okay, this coach is also equipped with the on-guard collision system, and you can see in the Mobileye and the 360 camera. So this is one of the sensors for your collision system. You can see the camera up there on top. I didn't point them out on the sides and the back, but when we get in, I'll show you what that 360 camera is all about. Okay, let's go ahead and step inside and take a look at the floor plan. Once again, this is the Dutch Star 4081 floor plan. One of the real popular ones, it's a full wall slide on the driver's side. You do have a bath and a half setup here. This is the Camelot interior, and the cabinets are the driftwood glazed maple. So this is the light palette, and I really like the way this looks. The tile, the upholstery, the cabinets, they just work well together, very modern look to it. Before we go through the whole coach, let me point out a few things up here in the dash. First of all, when you come in, a lot of your controls are right here. Your slide out controls, your awning control. Now this has the Girard awnings, which is 110. So when you step in, there we go. I just turn my inverter on, and then I'm getting the 110 power off those 12-volt lithium-ion batteries. Here's our monitors. You can go through and check your batteries, block heater, what's on, air conditioner, how much they're drawing. We do have a Wi-Fi Everest system right here. And then this also comes with the standard satellite. This is the Oasis system that I was talking about outside. And as you can see, we've got a diesel burner there, and we've got two electric elements. You can turn on one or you can turn on both on. The beauty of that is, you know, in 45, 50 degree weather, you probably only need your electric to keep things warm. Okay, and then up here, of course, we have our security lights, block heater, outside step, LED lights below the step out there. We also get a little bit of storage over in this one. It's not a deep one, but you'll find something to go in there. The passenger seat is the extra wide one. This used to be called the grandmother's seat at one time because you could sit here with a grandchild, but I think they frown on that anymore. And then you'll also get the work table here, which is kind of nice. If you're going down the road, maybe you want to get on your laptop, or, you know, maybe just make a snack and sit here and eat. It's got a nice little workstation. And then, of course, these all come equipped with a step cover, so you don't feel like you're going to fall down in a big hole right there. Okay, let me move over to the driver's seat and point out a couple of things. Go ahead and get that on. There's a pedal down here on the left, which is your tilt and telescope. And once again, this is equipped with the Comfort Drive, which is a computer-assisted steering setup. And basically, it will return this. Sometimes when you're parked, it doesn't come all the way back to center quite as fast, but this basically is a computer-assisted steering setup that is sensing torque on the tires, you know, maybe a crowned road, maybe a crosswind pushing you one way or another, and you're always fighting it to get it back to the middle. This will sense it and bring that wheel back to center for you automatically every time. As we look up here at our gauges, the other thing that Freightliner did a couple of years back is they moved everything to the steering wheel. So your hands are on the wheel, your eyes are forward. You can scroll through your menu right up here. Let me see, I want to get up. There's our road watch, and get up, oh, hold on. There we are, the mobile eye is what I was looking for. So you have your headway warning distance, how far up do you want it to sense that traffic and start giving you warnings. Intelligent I-beams, you've got lane departure warning and a speed limit indicator alert. You can shut them off right here because sometimes you don't want to hear those every time you're crossing a lane. Set it back there. And then also the other thing I like to show, this is the steering effort. Basically this controls your Comfort Drive. So you can see you can turn it all the way down, make it very easy to turn, maybe when you're backing into a spot at an RV park. If I turn it all the way up, maybe at highway speeds, I want a little more tension on the wheel so it's not quite as loose, and you take care of that all right here. On top of that, we do have a cell phone charger right here. Over on this side, we've got our battery boost, our dome light. We've got some fog lights right there. Here we've got our tag dump, and you can actually dump the air to that tag axle. It doesn't lift it up, but it takes the pressure off it. So when you're backing up, you're not scrubbing those tires. Now that's going to do it automatically when you put it in reverse, but there might be times when you're maneuvering that you don't want that tag axle to be pressurized. So you can dump that right here. We also have automatic traction control, and you can override that right here. This is our window switch. We do have heated mirrors. And then all the way back here is our leveler system, an HWH fully automatic levelers. Okay, let's hop up here and take a look at the floor plan now. Again, 4081. There's several options for couches and seating, and this is one that I particularly like. You could get theater seating, which is fixed, but I prefer the recliners for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can move these around. So if I want to pull it out farther, maybe put it in the middle of the aisle or something for watching TV. But also, when you recline these, I find that I like it when the seats come all the way up, and then I can move it back as far as I want. I could pull it out a little bit further and recline it more. With the theater seating, you're kind of fixed. They're electric. As those seats come up, once they get up, your back tends to recline. You might not want that back to recline. I want to keep it straight up and my feet like this. So I actually prefer the individual recliners over the theater seating. Right here, we do have a drawer with a couple of cup holders. Another storage drawer down here for remote controls, games, whatever. This is a fixed table right here between the recliners. And everything has a soft close drawer. Up overhead here, we have some deep cabinets. And I like the fact that this is open. You can get longer items up here a lot easier rather than having a compartment for each door, basically. And great looking hidden hinges here, nice hardware, just a real clean look to it. Over across from the recliners, we do have a fold and tumble. Now, if you wanted to take the standard option, you would get a larger couch over here with a queen pull-out bed, and this would be just a jackknife bed. But with the theater seating or the recliner option, across from that, they give you a fold and tumble, they call it, and this actually converts quite easily. You've seen us all struggle with these before, but every now and then they go the way they're supposed to. Pulls out. Flip this down. And again, very easy. And this is a dense, high-density foam. I'll give you an idea of about how long this is. I'm 5'8", 5'8.5", so, you know, I might sleep diagonally here, but it is big enough for two adults unless you're extremely tall. Put it back, very fast and easy. And there we go. Now, one thing you can see behind the couch is our televator. I'll go ahead and put that down for you. Sometimes you want the view rather than the TV. Above the TV, we've got some storage. Cabinet here for video components. Now, they're not coming standard with Blu-ray players anymore. So many people are using streaming services, you know, with their Wi-Fi that they're kind of changing what they give you as far as the entertainment options go. And then over here we do have a little bit more storage. Another thing I want to point out, this is an option, and it's the MCD power shades. So right now I've got all my day shades down. You get two of these. So this controls the front of the coach, kitchen, living room, TV area. I'm going to put all my day shades up, and then I'm going to go to my night shades. and put them down. Maybe it's, you know, time for bed, and let me get, there we go. We got one hanging up a little bit here, but they do drop all the way down. And then you have another one of these for the bedroom. Does the same thing. Okay, here we are in the kitchen area. Let's take a look at our overhead first. We've got a nice adjustable cabinet here. This can be for spices or smaller items up here. It does have the convection microwave. This is a 30-inch microwave. And then some nice storage over your sink with pull-out little drawer here. That's nice for, you know, particularly people that are a little bit shorter, or the ladies maybe that can't reach the back of that cabinet. You can pull it out and reach your items right here. Underneath we have a farm sink. Now this is not an option in every coach. It's floor plan specific, and I really like this sink. It's an undermount. You have two compartments down here, and they're divided about 70-30 or 60-40, big enough to get your spaghetti pot or the big dishes in here that you need to clean. You also have nice residential style sprayer. Brushed nickel hardware, just a great look to this coach all the way around. Put these back and give you some good storage. Also under here, got a couple of pull-out drawers there. And if you look way over here on the left, you can see there's an area to maybe store your covers. Slide them in there so they're not moving around. Very well thought out. That does bring us to our induction cook surface. This is true induction, meaning any metallic pan will work. If a magnet will stick to it, it'll work on this, and that includes your cast iron. This will pull out. You can take it outside, plug it in under your awning. Maybe you're cooking fish or bacon or something. You don't want the odors inside. It's easy to take it out and use it out there on your patio. You get a little cutting board right here too, although nobody seems to use them because they're never scratched up. Got a little extension here. There you go. So as you're preparing your meals, you've got some extra counter space here. You do have a couple of full pull-out drawers. Look how deep those are. You can get a lot of stuff in there. And again, like all of them, they are soft close. Just give it a little nudge and it goes back in. Then we have one more large silverware drawer. There's a lot of remotes with these, but don't worry about them. These three are all the same. They're your TV remote, and with one of them, you can work all of the TVs. You get, like, say, a couple of MCD shades. You've got your Bose soundbar remote right here. One nice thing they do is they give you the 4 colors on the outside of the coach, so you can touch up your paint if you get a little scratch on it. That's the wrench for your water filter there. Underneath, we have our dishwasher. Now, this does need 110 to open it, so I'm not going to open it right now. You have to be plugged in or have your generator running, to have power to that. Okay, across from the kitchen area, we have our Euro Booth dinette. And this is one of the real, favorites. Very comfortable. And look how far this pulls out. You actually get a little table leg for support there. And there's 2 leaves and 2 folding chairs that match the fabric. So you could easily get 6 people in here. And then that's magnetic. You just push it up, slide it back in it. Tucks away nice and easy. And one thing about this Euro Booth, because of the way, you know, this curve is, it's a really comfortable spot if you want to sit here by yourself, lean back, you know, watch TV. Just a great option. There's 4 or 5 different options for freestanding tables, Euro booth, a credenza table, maybe you want a workstation. So, but this one's got the Euro booth, and with this, let's see, we get a couple of pullouts. There we go. So you do get some storage under there. Okay, then behind your dinette, we have our residential refrigerator. So we've got a 19 cubic foot refrigerator freezer here. And you can see how much room you've got. There is a lot there. This is bigger than my refrigerator at home. And then next to your refrigerator, which does have water and ice, by the way, you get a pantry. So you have 6 pullouts here. And you got to kind of push those in to release them. There is a latching mechanism there so they don't come flying out as you're going down the road. Across from your refrigerator, well, before we get to the half bath, let me point out a nice little change they did here. For 2023, they moved your main monitor panel here to the middle. So everything you need, you know, is right here. Again, this is our HVAC. You got 2 zones with the living room and the bedroom. You can pair in your phone. There's an app where you can run much of this that you see right here from your phone. This also has floor heat, I wanted to point out, and it's an electric grid right under the tile. So it heats up very fast, cools down very fast. You control that right there. Auto gen start. You can set it to turn on when your house or chassis batteries maybe are getting a little low, or maybe you have a pet and you're going for a walk and you want to make sure that if it hits 75 degrees, your air conditioner comes on. You can set that right here. You can see HVAC, house battery, or chassis battery to control that. So nice place for it. It's a larger 9-inch screen. Just makes it real convenient to use. Okay, I'm going to open the half bathroom now. First of all, I'll show you this compartment, and then I'll get out of here. This is your breakers and your fuses. Again, your 110 breakers are all labeled right here. Fuses right here, you've got a little ledger that tells you what everything is. And again, some spare fuses up there. And then I'm just going to open up this storage and step out so you guys can take a look at it, but let me get out of your way there. The nice thing about a half bath, when you're traveling with the slides in, you can only get to the back bathroom by rolling over the bed, basically. So this gives you a place while you're traveling to go to the bathroom. And if you have guests that are sleeping out here, you can close off the bedroom and they have a bathroom to use without having to go through your bedroom. There we go. And that does bring us back into the bedroom. First of all, I'll show you the door. And these are solid. They're not hollow, cheap doors. Give you a little privacy back here. You do have a queen bed. Each side of the bed, you get a pedestal. And you can see down there, you've got a 110 outlet. And you've also got some USB ports there. So for charging your phone, or you know, maybe you have a sleep apnea machine, you want to put it right here. In the past, I have, you know, brought up to people that maybe you want to put your sleep apnea machine up here because there is a 110 plug and a place to access it, but I have found out that you don't want it overhead. You want to keep that on your pedestal, so ignore all those other times I told you to put it up here. Nice full wide open cabinets there. Under the bed, you've got some good storage. And you can see the 2 table leaves right there and the 2 folding chairs with the matching fabric. And there is an option for an air mattress, a sleep number type bed. Otherwise, you get a plush pillow top mattress. See on the other side, we have the same setup for our pedestal. And also we have another MCD controller. I'll go ahead and put my day shades up and my night shades down. So it's on both sides of the bed and also over here on the dresser. Now for wardrobe, got a couple of shirt closets on each side of the TV. There is another compartment here for video components. And then you have 5 tall pull-out drawers here. And again, everything in here has the soft close feature. And we get another shirt closet over here. And then let's step back into the bathroom. Now, one thing about the 40-footers, you only get a single sink, where with the 43s, you will get a double. You step into the bathroom, you've got your stackable washer and dryer. These are a Splendide 110 volt. People ask about getting a 240 volt dryer. That's only on a King Air, where that's an option. Over here in our shower, I'll step in to kind of show you how much room there is. There's the teak seat, which is an option, and I would always get this. That's a great option. You can see with this cathedral ceiling how much headroom there is. I can reach just about 7 foot tall, so there's plenty of room for taller people. And you do have the nice waterfall type shower. Let's tighten that a bit. And we get the hand sprayer. And we also have our water miser, which this system is great for conserving your fresh water and not filling your gray tank. What it is you're heating up your water. That water is recirculating back into the freshwater tank, so you're not wasting it while you're waiting for it to heat up. Also, it's not going down into that gray tank. Till this light comes on, you flip this switch, then the water comes out, you take your shower, and at that point it's going down into the gray tank. But great feature for conserving your water. And over here, we do have an egress door. And when you pull this out, if I pull that strap, that ladder will drop down. Makes it very easy to get in and out. Now, there's always an emergency exit at the window in the bedroom, but I'd much rather use this if I have to bail out for one reason or another. This is even able to come off. It's just clamped up there. So if you're a very large person and you want to get rid of that, it's easy to do. Have a little storage up here. Kind of hard to see, but we've got a little cubby down here, maybe for your toilet paper, and you got your toilet paper holder. And then we get 6 more pull-out drawers under the sink. Access to storage there. And also a very large medicine cabinet. And you can see you've got plugs just about everywhere. This is a GFI plug, which is common for most in the bathroom or in the kitchen area. Over here beside your sink, you get a little more wardrobe area. And then again, a couple more pull-out drawers here. And a little storage compartment down below. So once again, we're in a Dutch Star 4081 floor plan. This is a 2023 model. You know, we've got a lot of inventory right now, so we are willing to make some great deals. If you have any interest or any questions, please reach out to us. I think they're showing my contact information on the phone or on the screen there. Call or text me at 970-631-0083. Once again, my name's Mark Love. Hope everybody has a great day. Travel safe out there. Happy trails all, and go blue. We'll see you next time.